Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. Today I'm going to try something different. These are my index cards and I inherited them from a friend because they were going to be thrown out, so she decided to gift them to me, hoping that I could do something with them. So I'm going to cut the index cards into 3-inch squares, because each square on this cutting board is 1 inch. So I will cut this, make sure the lines are lining up. Okay. So this is 3 inches this way and 3 inches this way. Now I will show you how to make a tessellation. I'm going to trace okay, that's a mushroom shape. Actually, I will make it a close-up so you can see it's a mushroom shape. That will be my first indentation. So I'm going to cut this out. Now, I've seen school children do this, and they make it look so easy. Actually, this concept of tessellation is quite complicated if you get into the mathematics of it. Okay, so this is the first shape. Okay, I'm going to tape. Now this lines up with this line, and that lines up with that line. I'm going to take this mushroom and put it up there. Okay. And I have some tape here. I'm going to tape this up. So that's step 1. Now step 2, on this side, I will draw another mushroom. And cut that out. Okay. Now, this piece goes like that. It goes in the opposite direction, like this. Okay, I just have to make sure that this lines up with that. Okay, again, I will tape that up. Okay, so this is my shape. So I'm going to use this and create an interlocking pattern, which is called tessellation. Well, tessellation is just a fancy word for a pattern that tiles together, like bathroom tiles or floor tiles. So here's I'm going to trace this out. This is copy paper that I am tracing it on. Okay. Now just to show you how it interlocks, this matches up with that. Just like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. Now my hand is not as steady as it used to be. I guess that comes with age. But it's important to keep practicing, to keep your senses sharp. Just like any muscle, if you don't use it, it atrophies. Okay. Now I will show you what I'm going to do with this copy paper in a minute. Now I'm trying to be as precise as possible, but since I'm doing this by hand, there will always be some discrepancies. Now I know that this can be done on a computer with a drawing software, but I just want to show you the old way to do this, doing this by hand. So here is the pattern. Okay, I'll start with 4 pieces. What I'm going to do is cut these out and try to cut out as many of this shape on this paper, because this paper will serve as a mask on my gel plate. So I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, as you can see, I already started cutting these out. Trying to follow the pencil line as much as I can. Now, if this were being done on a laser machine, this can be done in a few seconds, but I don't have one. So I just have to make do with a pair of scissors. and a steady hand, because that's how art has been done for millennia, since the beginning of time. So why stop now? There. Now this procedure can be tedious. That's why I'm only starting with these two pieces, and the rest I will do off camera. There we go. There, so you can see these interlock, just like the pieces of a puzzle. So I'm going to cut as many as I can off camera. And while I'm doing that, I have some wonderful, talented entries to share with you. Some talented viewers who have submitted their artwork to share with everybody. So sit back, relax, and I will be right back. Okay, here we are at the next step. As you can see, I have cut out my shapes on copy paper and arranged them on the gel plate. And I will do a split fountain. This is Amsterdam graphite. So I will have the graphite in the middle. Let me just roll that out first. And then I have iron oxide black for the outer edges. Here's a smaller brayer. Now I'm using Lucas, which is a little thicker, because the acrylic might be a little bit too watery, and when there's too much water content, the masks start to buckle. In fact, they're already buckling right now. I have to take these off quickly. Now, the advantage, though, of a paper mask is even if they are a single use, the edges are very sharp and well defined. I just have to work quickly because they are falling apart. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now, this is a test run, to be honest with you. That's why I did not make the shapes on reusable stencils on plastic. I wanted to try it out first with paper to see if it is going to work. So what I'm going to do next is air dry this first layer of black and then apply a second layer of a bright color, something like yellow or orange. So stay tuned. I will be back in a few minutes. So I'm going to do yellow ochre in the middle. And azo vermilion on the sides. Oops, that's quite a bit. So I will use a smaller brayer. Start with the yellow ochre. quite thick. Actually, I need some more. I haven't used this paint in a while, that's why it's a little thicker than I thought. Because even when it's inside the tube, it tends to dry. It loses some of the water content. You just add a little bit more of that yellow ochre. Oh, I think I messed it up. That's okay. I scratched the first layer. I'll see what happens. I hope it's not that bad. So this is Richardson watercolor paper, cold press. Now hopefully I can pick up the first layer along with the yellow ochre and the red. So we'll leave that on for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's see how we made out. Well, it's not too bad. There are some bald spots, but it could be worse. Actually, the black is very striking. And the part that I messed up doesn't look so bad. Check this out. Now this part is a bald spot, but it doesn't look so bad because it looks like it's done on purpose. Because it's a monoprint, and that's the nature of monoprints. So anyway, I will air dry this and I will recap in a few minutes. So don't go away. Okay, everybody, here's to recap. Let me show you a close-up. You can see the graphite color is glossy. It has a satin finish. And the jagged edges actually give some character to the print. But sometimes when a print is way too perfect, I find it boring. So all these little imperfections give it some interest. And that's the part that I scratched. It doesn't look so bad. So this is a small example of what is called a tessellation, where you have shapes that interlock and tile together without any spaces in between. Now I can investigate this more. It's actually infinite. So maybe my next project will be to cut these shapes in a more durable material like the plastic folder dividers, so I can use them over and over again. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Please pay a visit to artwhisper88.com, which is my storefront. And I want to express my deepest gratitude to all you talented viewers who send their pictures to share with the world. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.